Well, in last night's post, I was looking at the atmospheric river, which basically spanned the entire Pacific Ocean, 5,000 miles from China to the Pacific Northwest. Pretty incredible. And of course, we've seen record breaking rainfall, potentially record snowfall, and also strong, gusty, and even locally damaging winds. But in today's video, I want to look actually at the longer term, especially the 6 to 10 day period, because there's a very interesting correlation showing up between the strong phase 5 of the MJO that we've got at the moment. That's enhancing typhoon production across the Western Pacific. We've got what will likely be super typhoon Lan. We've of course seen a typhoon ramming west into China. That, of course, supported the ridge over the northeastern half of the country in recent times. But what we are going to see is land take a northward recurve track up over the Western Pacific into Japan. And essentially, that would tend to correlate quite nicely with a 6 to 10 day trough over the eastern half of the country. I'll show you that in just a second. But first and foremost, you can see the connection here. We've got another area of low pressure over the Bering Sea, but plenty of action here riding the North Pacific jet into the Pacific Northwest. Rain, mountain snow, all the way into the central Sierra Nevada, I think, with this as we go forward here. Notice here that we've still got a nice area of high pressure over the eastern half of the country. But of course, as that moisture runs into the higher elevations of the interior northwest, we're going to see some pretty heavy snowfall out of this. And that plume of moisture will continue. You can see it here, basically extending all the way from Asia to North America here, across the North Pacific, over this mid Pacific ridge here. And there's a very active weather pattern across this portion of the world at the moment here. Of course, we've got a pretty active jet stream across the North Atlantic and the North Pacific here, all indicative of a relatively strong polar vortex at the moment. When you've got lowering of heights over the Arctic region, you tend to pump the ridge over the mid-tropic region, and then of course the jet stream roars in between those colliding air masses of cold to the north, warm to the south. So that's why we're seeing a fairly active pattern across the Pacific Northwest at this moment in time. And we're going to continue to see that as we push into the weekend here and into early next week as well. But you notice here that we start to see systems lift into the north. High pressure builds over the Pacific Northwest. We're going to be talking about record breaking heat potentially in the southwestern region of the country early next week. We're going to get Santa Ana winds blowing from the Great Basin towards South California. Couldn't get that out. Sorry. uh, towards the southwestern portion of California. That's it, I've got it now. And we're going to, of course, be talking about record breaking heat in response to that. We've got an area of low pressure, as you can see here, over the interior south of the country here. But we have got a trough as this ridge comes northwards. We've got a trough and colder from northern Canada driving into the central portion of the United States as a result. So this could be the first significant push of chill uh, as we go forward here. So looking at the GFS ensemble here, let's have a quick look, and this is what I'm talking about. The phase 5 of the MJO tends to favour colder weather over the eastern half of the United States, and what we're going to see is we're going to see a flip and between the let's just give me 1 wee second here to see if this is going to work here, because I don't know if the model is actually updating at the moment. But what we're going to essentially see is, yeah, it's unfortunately loading at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to show you that. But what we're going to see is this ridge of high pressure over the eastern half of the United States. That is going to be then replaced by a trough over the eastern half of the country in response to that recurving typhoon Lan. And of course, the combination of both the MJO Phase 5 and Lan is going to enhance that trough over the eastern half of the country here. So a cool shock coming in, but unfortunately, it looks as if we're going to rebuild the warmth from the southwest back up into the northeast as we end the month of October here. So it's not going to hang around all that long. Hope you have a great day, and I'll be back again next week. Bye for now.